Hello guys, what's up? I'm here with
Aerith.
Aerith. Aerith, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like how long have you been playing the game and
I I'm just shy of 40 hours, but I'd say half of that because I've died probably more like half that time spectating. So maybe 20 hours playtime, and then I found out about this game maybe a month ago.
yeah. Okay, cool. So you're like super new, right?
Yeah, super new.
Well, don't worry, Aerith. I'm here to make you pro. All right, so I'm gonna teach you all the tech, or at least all the tech that I know that will make you or help you out with your movement and killing titans and stuff. So, all
I
right.
I I have complete faith in you.
Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty. So today, YouTube, I'm gonna basically go through all the tech I know and show this guy, and hopefully help him out on his journey to become a better player. All right, Eric. I'm gonna start these tech. The techs are gonna start off pretty simple, and as we go, they might get a little bit more mechanically difficult. So that Titan's coming over here. I'm just gonna leave that alone so we can go over here. Um, so the first tech I'm going to show you is called the backflip tech. This tech is really good in general because, like, let's say I'll carry you while I do it. So you can run up walls, right, and backflip, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. So here, if you just backflip normally, you'd go about this far.
Ah,
If you if you just jump and let's say this is a normal gas burst, you go about this far. But if you combine them together, so let's say you backflip and then gas burst, you get like a nice boost of speed, and you notice how much farther you
oh
go.
wow. I gotta do it correctly. I didn't actually know about that.
So what you'll do, here, let me show you a little better. So what you'll do, all you're going to do is when you hit the wall, tap W and then gas burst backwards like this, and it'll give you like a nice boost of speed.
Okay, let me try.
You would backflip
I
and
did it.
you want to gas burst immediately after you backflip.
Yeah, I got the timing off, but I did it.
Mhm. Yeah, there you go.
Woo!
Yeah, you see how much farther you go?
Wow, that's crazy.
Hmm. So this is really good if per se, let's say, I don't know, like you're just flying around, you run into something. It's really good to like recover fast like that. You can even do that to like redirect where you're going and I'm going to try and put these into examples for you and the audience here to show you like exactly how you can implement that. So let's say like you're fighting this Titan, let's say you miss, this is like a bad surface. Most of the time you want to, like, let's say you're fighting the Titan, you run into a flat surface, and then you notice I can just kind of recover off of that wall
Right.
while doing that. So again, I'll show it one more time. Fighting the Titan, you miss, up, run into wall, backflip tech, right? You can just backflip tech and recover really fast, and then come back around and swing on it like that. Another another variation that you can do is, okay, let me explain this really fast here, just in case people don't know. If you have Omni Burst, so you have normal gas burst. If you don't press A, W, S, or D, and you just look in a direction and you gas burst, your character will actually go that direction. So I could go down or I could go up like this, and it's very good. I'm about to run out of gas here. Forgive me. Um, but another thing you can do with the backflip tech, so let's say I'm giving you all these tools to get creative with these tech. And another thing you can do is you can backflip tech and omni burst up, or you could like backflip tech omni burst downwards like this. So there's a lot of things
Oh,
you can do with it. Backflip
is
tech omni
this
burst to the right.
one of the skills that you can pick?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. I don't have that skill, but that's good to know.
Okay, omni burst is very fucking good. There's like it's just so much like variety you can do with it. For instance, like let's say I'm here, I can omni burst like diagonally up to the right side. And then, you know, it's very good. Like, you can do a lot of things with it. Or say, you know, maybe I'm up here, backflip tech, omniburst down like that, and see I'm already, like, in a good spot here. And
Yeah,
it gets you in a good spot to, yeah. It's basically whatever you want it to be, right?
Yeah.
So that there is the backflip tech, right? So if you could carry me and perform it one time so I can see that you can do it correctly.
The back tech technique. Okay, I'll try. I'll try it.
Yes, backflip tech, yeah. And you can do it on any surface, except, like, bad surfaces. Like, for example, you saw earlier that couch over there. It's like, you need a flatter surface like that. So try that again. I didn't like that one. So let's say you hit the wall, right? You want to tap.
Gosh,
You want to tap. You want to tap W.
Yeah, sometimes I have trouble climbing the wall. I'm not sure why though.
Oh, tell you what. Okay, what you're doing is you're holding down gas. Yeah, you stop holding down gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta stop holding to climb it.
Yes. Okay. So, important thing I kind of need to note here. If you would come back down towards me.
That makes it so much easier.
Yeah. So there's something interesting. Like, if you're holding down gas, you can actually stall out and never climb like this. Even though I'm holding W here, I'm holding gas and I'm not gonna climb until I hold W, right? And that's, yeah, like, that's a important little note. I forget you're very, very noob, so I'm gonna have to be very in depth. Yeah. Yep, do it one time, boom, backflip tech, people.
That's so much easier.
Yes, very good. So yeah, anytime you're gonna do that, let go of your gas and just run up the wall, and then you would do that. Okay, cool. Second tech.
Try again.
Yep, perfect. And you don't have to gas burst twice unless you want to. You can just gas burst that one time.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So, if you could come to green flare. And, okay, I'll kind of explain more in depth on why you get that gas burst boost. If you notice, like, okay, I think I showed you, but, like, okay, remember, like, this is regular gas burst distance. But with the backflip, not that, but with the backflip tech, you notice it goes, like, a lot farther almost, or, like, you get a really good boost to speed than as opposed to, like, a regular gas burst. I think the reason behind that is because whenever your character, like, when you backflip, you're in this, like, backflip animation, and when you gas burst, it's almost as if, like, you're canceling the animation, and you get that boost of speed. So this is kind of gonna apply to all these other tech as well. So, like, this one here, it's very niche. You're not going to use it a lot, but it is there, and I'm going to show you. So, all you're going to do is you're going to, your dodge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so all you're going to do is anytime you're on, like, a cliff or, like, you're jumping, let's say, off of an object like this.
Like a house or something.
Yeah, so anytime you dodge off and you gas burst, you also get that boost of speed due to being, I believe, to being in that, like, in that animation, and then you gas burst out of it, and essentially what you're doing is you're canceling the animation.
Nice. Yeah, it seems like you just keep the momentum.
Right. So yeah, go ahead and give that a go. It's very easy. All you're doing is dodging off and gas bursting, and you can also do that with Omniburst as well. Yep, like that.
Woo! Yeah, I need to get Omniburst.
Yeah.
You only go through the character creation, though.
Right, yeah. It's not important right now, but you can definitely implement it into these tech, if you know what I mean. Like, I could dodge Omniburst up like that. See?
Yeah, and I've also noticed that sometimes I fall too quickly if I'm going too high, so it'd be nice to be able to, burst upwards.
Right.
Falling fast.
Right, exactly. Okay, so that one's like a really simple tech. Another simple tech I'm going to show you that I forgot to show a few people in my last video that I couldn't publish because it had copyright claims, unfortunately. I didn't know you couldn't play music. So do you know about the wall slide? This?
Actually, no, I didn't.
You didn't. Okay. Good, good, good. Alright, so all you're doing is you're just gonna like try to, instead of going directly at the wall like this, like a backflip tech, right? You're not going directly at it. What you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be going kind of like with the wall and against the wall like this. And so what you're doing there is you're putting your character into a sliding animation on the wall. And anytime you are doing this, you can flip off of it like this. Sorry, I'm gonna throw you off real quick so the audience can see. But anytime you're gliding on the wall like this, you can flip off anytime you want if you press the opposite key. And in turn, when you do that, you can also, let's say the animation cancel I was talking about, you can glide on the wall, flip off, and then gas burst like that, and you'll get a crazy amount of speed like that.
Wow, that's really nice.
Let me try to show one example on a Titan here. And it's good if you're doing it on like a flat surface. So for example, I could like combining tech, right? Gas or backflip tech into into a wall slide gas burst. So let me try that again. I'm trying to set it up here. Backflip tech, wall slide gas burst, right? And boom, right? So it's all about combining the tools you have to get better at moving in general, right? And I'm gonna show you like more of this tech obviously after. But yeah, so all you're doing there is wall sliding. You press the opposite key of the wall, and then once your character flips off, you gas burst. So you should get it down pretty easy. It's pretty simple.
Well, when you does this work on realistic? Because I
Yes.
noticed, you, during that sprint there were some times where you got your speed up, a decent amount.
Uh-huh. Yep. So if you could carry me when you do it so I can see.
Sure.
I need to see what you're doing.
All right.
Yeah, you go with and against the wall, flip. So what you want to do is kind of give it.
Yeah, I kind of just fell off the wall instead of getting that.
Getting that flip.
That animation.
Yeah. So try it again.
So. Oh, I messed up. 1 second.
Yeah. Yep, and then press the opposite key to flip off.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So the wall, let's say the wall's on our left, you're going to be pressing D. Slide D, yep, and you see you're in that, you put yourself in that flip, right? Yeah, no, it's good. So try it on this long surface here. Like, it's a lot easier when you have more time, because you're kind of newer, right? So flip, yep, and then you would gas burst, and try to gas burst a little bit faster. This one's a bit tighter timing than the backflip tech, I believe. It's a little bit tighter. So yep. And we need a flip before we do that.
I'll try one more time here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, flip and then gas burst. Yep, that's a perfect one. That's exactly what you want. Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes. So that is another cool thing you can do with the wall slide. And I'm going to show you one more thing that you could maybe do. It's a bit niche, but if you're feeling like frisky and cool, like you could definitely do that. Another thing you could do is you could like hook a wall like this, stay hooked to it. And if you notice I'm sliding, and when you're doing this, you can flip off gas burst, or, my bad. You could flip off gas burst like that, and it's, I don't know, like it's niche. It's as creative as you can get with this stuff, right?
To kind of gain speed, is that the main purpose?
It could be like, let's say like I'm here, I hook the wall, now I'm in the circle, right? And then anytime I want to do it, I want to just like flip off, let go of that hook, and then just gas burst. And it's as creative as you can get with it. Like it's.
Were you using W to flip off there?
Uh, so, what's your question?
When you're caught in the rotation there,
Oh,
and when you want to get out and get the flip animation, are you using W?
so it's depending on. Let me see here. Okay, so it's depending on which way your camera's faced. Like, let's say if I'm like circling the wall like this, right? And I'm looking directly at the wall, what I'm gonna press is S. I'm actually pressing S
Oh,
there.
okay.
Now,
Okay.
if I'm looking that way, now I'm pressing A.
Oh, so if you're looking the opposite direction of the wall, it's A?
It's hard to explain. You'll have to mess with it.
So wait, what camera do you use? Do you use the third person, or do you use the other one? That's the other one. I don't even know what it's called. It's kind of janky. It's like a. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I use third person TPS, yeah.
Oh, TPS is, but there's another one too. If you press C on your, to change between cameras, what's that really weird one where the crosshair moves, but you don't move as much?
It is. I'll be honest. I'm not too sure. I think it's original, but I'm gonna try not to. Uh, I'm gonna try and keep this video short and sweet, but we can talk about that
Yeah,
another
no
time.
worries. Sure,
But
sure,
camera
sure. Yeah,
modes,
no, I
yeah,
was just
like
kind of
cameras
curious.
are different, but what I use is third person shooter, which would be this one. Uh,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
use that too. I was just curious what the use case might be for the other ones.
right. No, no, no. I got you. I got you. Funny enough, Krona actually uses the other one. Uh, in my opinion, I think it's not as good as the third person shooter one, but that's just me. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But I've always used third person shooter camera. I think it's better for like tighter techs and stuff like that. Another wonky thing you can do is you can also glide on ceilings like this. It's really wonky, but I'm not going to talk too much about that. All right, so moving on, right? Moving on. So wall slide, Gaspers, nice to have. If you want to get like spicy and creative with it, right? Alright, so the next tech is called the hook cancel. And I use this one all the time. Like this one is very essential. Are you here with us?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Alright, so to explain this one is pretty simple. Let's see, what would be a good spot? I'm gonna go to the spot I usually always show people, which is like at that pole there. Let me just kind of get rid of this guy real quick. Oh, we got another one spawning close by. Please spawn across the map. Alright, cool. So, the hook cancel tech is very important and essential to your kit. All the good players use this, and it's very, very useful. So, I'm going to show you what a normal hook looks like. So, this is just like a normal hook. And that's me gaining speed like that, right? And then I'll
Right.
show you one with the hook cancel. And essentially what I'm doing here is right before my hook lands into this thing, or your hook lands into any object, right before it lands, you want to gas burst like that. And if you notice, I'm already at almost 1k speed just from one. So this is a hook cancel. And you notice how much faster you go with it?
Yeah, so just burst before you hit the pole or surface, sort of.
Correct. So all I'm doing is gas bursting right before my hook hits that pole.
Does the direction matter? Like, can you go forward, left, right? I know backward would be dumb, but like the
So
other ones.
direction does matter a lot. So let's say my character's momentum's going to the left like this, right? Okay. So if I try to hook cancel to the right, you notice I'm still going left. I'm going
Okay.
right. I'm going right now. Let's say I try to hook cancel to the left. See, I just kind of go like straight down. I'm not like just immediately turning left.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of this guy so I can show it a little better. So I'm going to the right, to the right. I'm going to try and hook cancel to the left now, and see, it's not working. I'm still going to the right. It slowed me down, but we don't really want that, right?
Right.
So going to the right, try to hook cancel to the left, did not work. So you do, in fact, kind of have to go at least somewhat in the direction you're going. So, like, notice my character's moving right here. I'm going to hook cancel to the right, right? I'm never ever going to hook cancel. Like, if I'm going to the left like this, I'm never ever going to hook cancel to the right like that. Because it just puts you in, like, a weird...
Or forward, right? Because I assume forward would be weird as well.
Yeah, like, if, like, say, if I'm going forward like this, you can still kind of hit left. It's something you'll have to, like, figure out on your own. But, you know, if I'm going like here, like, you can still hook cancel forward because you're somewhat going forward, right? Like here I'm going directly forward, here I'm going directly left, here I'm going right. And so you kind of want to adjust accordingly.
So yeah, it sounds like you could kind of just gas burst in the direction you're already going.
Yes, or at least like let's say like my character's going directly this way, right? It's okay to gas burst almost as if like this and this vicinity. So you can kind of gas burst in that vicinity, but if you try to like gas burst like way off your momentum swing, it's like not good. It's just gonna be awkward.
You're just gonna mess up the momentum. Okay, I got you.
Yes. So like say if I'm gonna make it really simple. If I'm going directly straight, I'm gonna try and hook cancel backwards, and that's what you get. You see, it's wonky, and now I went to the bottom right. I'm going directly forward, and I try to go backwards. It's awkward.
So that's a good way to like land if you're trying to slow down. But other than that,
well, that's at me going at a slow speed. Let's show you at a high speed. I'm gonna try and do it backwards. I'm still going forward. Like it didn't do anything for me.
right. Well, I've seen you kind of slow down using your hooks. What's a good way to slow down when you're going quick, you know, without killing yourself?
So a very good way, and you know what? That's a good question. A very good way to slow yourself down is all I'm gonna do. Let's say, you know, like I'm going. Let's say I'll like show you. So let's say I'm gaining speed, right? I'm going really fast. All I'm going to do is just let go of gas, but I'll keep the hook. You see how fast you slow down?
Yeah, of course. But the problem I have is sometimes I'm trying to go and I let off at a bad angle. If you're already at that point, do you have a way to maybe curtail the speed, you know, so you don't just go, you know, poof? Like,
show me an example.
Like, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, carry me.
We'll use the pole here. Oh, I'll carry you real quick.
Yeah, because I can't see.
Right. I'm head back to spawn real quick to carry it. Oh, I'll come down.
I'm here.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll use the pole here. I can't see my crosshair. Oh. I have no crosshair while I'm carrying you. Why is that?
Oh, press X. You might have accidentally pressed something. If you press X, your crosshair goes away.
Nah, I'm pressing.
That's strange.
Well, I don't have a crosshair, but it's fine.
Here, let me restart. You have crosshair now?
Okay, I have a crosshair now, yeah.
Strange.
Alright, well, let's try. So, basically, as an example, like on the Tross map or something, right? I'll be trying to go fast, because I'm trying to line up a strike or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I'm trying to get, you know, across the map quickly, because there's Titans over there. And so, what will happen sometimes is I'll let off at a bad angle. Like, let's just say that's the edge of the house over there or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to, like...
Are you saying you're letting off? Like, are you saying like you're letting go of your hook and then you're headed into a bad like angle or a bad direction? Aerith, hello.
Oh yeah, sorry. So yeah, basically that's exactly what I'm saying. So I'm saying obviously you're not going to stop the bad direction because you have a lot of momentum. But I'm saying is there a decent technique to maybe mitigate it potentially?
Yes, there's plenty of techniques. So I'll show you. Okay, let's say, for
Sure,
example, um, come to me.
sure.
So let's say, all right, let's say you do let off of a bad angle, right? Like, oh, I'm headed towards this wall. One thing you could do is just gas
Right,
burst backwards. Now, that won't always save you, because let's say you're going way too fast, right? Let's say you're going like super,
right,
super fast. I can't just gas burst this and slow down enough in time, right? So
right.
another thing you could do is, okay, so you got gas bursting backwards. That's one way. It'll slow you down by by about 0.3k. And this is for realism, guys. So I'll try and keep this short and sweet. But if you guys do play realism and you let go at a bad angle, one thing you can do is you can, let's say, oh, like shit angle. I'm about to hit that wall. Just hook the ground. To stop yourself at even a faster pace
Oh,
is you
that
could
worked really well.
double hook
Yeah.
the ground, and it's even faster to slow you down. Um,
See, and that's the kind of speed I was talking about. It's like 200 units is when I start to lose a little bit of control.
yeah. Oh, by the way, if you could, this would probably help you out better. So go to your settings and go to UI,
Sure.
and I think every player should use this and not the speed. Put your speedometer on damage. It's a lot
Okay. Yeah.
easier to understand.
All right. Cool. Yeah. I switched it to damage.
Okay, good. Because almost every player, I've always used it, and it makes like just more sense to me because like okay, like obviously I'm gonna die at 1k speed, and then I know like when I'm going 1k speed, right? So like here I might
Right.
die, so I just gas burst backwards. I know that's plenty to not die. But if you're going super fast, right? Then oh shit, I'm about to hit the wall. You can just hook, right? And it'll save you. You can even hook and then gas burst backwards to mitigate it, right? Uh,
Right.
but yeah. All right, back to the main lesson though. What I need you to learn is hook cancels. So I need you to learn these. These are very important.
Sure. So just use the gas burst before I hit it, right?
So yes, you want a gas burst. So you got normal gas burst, right? And then you got hook cancel gas burst like that. And if you notice, you go way farther. Um,
Okay.
So yeah, and it's like right to explain it right before the hook lands into an object is when you okay, let's not do that. Okay. So anytime right before your hook lands into any object is when you're gas bursting like that.
Okay. Got it.
Yes. So you can like fly around the map and just like try it with me.
Thing is, do you use to control the gas burst, like control key, or you just double tap?
I'll
Because
be
I like to do
honest,
both, but
I have my gas burst on let's say for example like a single key because double tapping is like in my opinion it makes it harder. So yeah, I do use a single key, and mine, if you want to know, is scroll wheel up. That is what I use.
oh, that might be easier for me. Let me switch it because I use control, which is default, which is okay in certain situations, but for this, it might be a little difficult.
Yeah,
Okay, let me rebind it really quick.
but yeah, I have mine on scroll wheel up. It works a lot better if you have a scroll wheel that has like those little notches, and that way you're not gas bursting like 30 times.
Yeah, luckily I do.
Okay, yeah, then that would be perfect.
Okay, human, go to human, and dash. And I'll just use both control and up wheel so I can kind of switch between them. But yeah, let's try it now.
Alrighty, cool. Just carry me, and then just show me if you understand.
I did up wheel. Didn't really work though. Okay, weird. Let me try
That's
that
because
again.
you were standing on the ground when you were doing it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. So
What?
just jump and then hook and then gas burst.
Oh, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, you got to be in the air when you gas burst. You can't gas burst on the
Okay.
ground.
Whew.
So the way you should be looking at it is the closer you are to something, the faster you're gonna have to gas burst, because if you know hooks take time to travel. So, for example, I guess a good way of showcasing that would be like if I'm super close to a wall, I'm gonna gas burst faster, right? Because I'm so close to the wall. But if I'm like far, I'm gonna have to delay it a bit, like that.
Right.
See, like that. But if I'm like close like this, it's gonna be faster, right? Because I'm so
But
close.
that does get your speed up pretty quickly.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's like essential. Like all the good players use this a lot.
I'm gonna run out of gas quick. Those bursts take a lot.
Yep.
So, when do you recommend like using this exactly? Because you can't use it too often. It seems like your gas kind of just depletes.
Yeah, it's definitely gas expensive. But basically, it's there to maybe get you out of a sticky situation fast, or maybe you're just trying to like gain speed really fast.
Can you use it before hitting the nape of Titan? Does it kind of work, or is that kind of like too, or is it not controlled enough?
Oh no, definitely no. I use it all the time, brother. Like that's that's what I'm trying to get in your head here. So like, okay, if you come over here and so all these techs, I'm gonna show you like an example of like how I'd use them in fighting Titans, right? So there's that dodge tech I showed you about, gas burst, or here's a hook cancel. So here, like if I'm coming straight at it, I'll gas burst to the side like that. Let me show a better example. But no, I use it all the time. So I'll gas burst to the side, and notice I get to the side of them a lot faster. As opposed
That's
to like,
helpful. See, because I was having a
yeah.
lot of trouble with that in
Yeah.
particular.
As opposed to like, if I'm just doing this, right, you're a bit slower. You can
Right.
still do it. I mean, it's not impossible, right? But usually I'll gas burst to the side like that. G stop, and that's like that when I let go of that gas for a little bit there. So when I'm at that good angle, so let's say I gas burst to the side here, I'll kind of G stop, and now I'm already like to the side, and then I'll reel in and slice like that.
What's a G stop? Is it just like when you just let off the gas?
Yes, so G stopping is all I'm doing is, so I'm here, I'm letting go of the gas. That's all I'm doing. And then when you're here, you could hook cancel and then do that, right? So it's I use hook cancels all the time. Like another way you could implement it is say, let's say you want to get, tell you what, I want you to show me. I'd like you to show me, let's say you're running up the wall here, and I'm gonna hit this ledge, right? I'd like to see what your brain thinks on how to get above this ledge here. I just want you to go above that ledge.
Sure, sure,
Like
sure.
I
Let
just
me
did.
gas up.
I want you to show me how you would do it.
Sure.
Okay. So that's a
That's how I
fair
would
way of
do it.
getting up, right? So now I'm going to show you a bunch of different ways how to get up, right? Using our text, right? So one thing you could do is you could, remember, backflip tech, hook. You see it's a little faster. It's more
That
smooth.
was much faster. Yeah.
And then on top of that, another thing you could do is you could backflip hook cancel. You could hook cancel it. And if you're really fancy, you can backflip tech hook cancel it. And now we're getting double the speed, right? So it's a mix of these movement options, and this is why I'm showing you all these options you have. Right?
Right.
And now I'm doing the backflip tech with the hook cancel, and see how fast and efficient that is, right?
Yeah, that is much better.
So there's reasons I'm showing you these techs.
Okay, let's try.
It's all of the imagination, right?
Oh, oh. I'm kind of not good with the range on the hook. Let me
And see
try
what
again.
you're doing. What you're doing is you're hooking it way too early.
Yeah, I don't have enough. Can't look up straight. So, oh, okay. I see what you mean by too early. I gotta let my jump animation go out a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. You need to like get some distance, right? So try what I want you to try to do is hold on. Let me get rid of this guy. Fuck off. Fuck off, Titan. Oh my god, he's being a bitch. Hold up. He is being a stubborn one. There we go. Okay. So if and you know, there's actually a tech I was about to show you where even if you do hook too close, guess what? I can still do it.
Oh, so you reeled out, right?
Yep.
Do you use the Alt key to reel out?
I use okay, so if we're gonna get technical here, I have reel out on my M2, which is where your special
Oh,
would normally be, and on top of that, I
right.
also have reel out on clicking my mouse wheel inwards.
Oh,
And
okay.
that way, you notice, the hook cancel I showed you is on your scroll wheel up now with the gas burst, right? Well, now
Right.
I have reel out on my click in on the mouse wheel because if let's say I decide to hook cancel or gas burst cancel anything, well, now I can immediately just click my scroll wheel in, and now I'm reeling out like this.
All
So
right.
it comes down to preference, but yes, I'm reeling out immediately after I hook cancel like this.
Yeah, I mean, I could try it with my Alt key, but it just feels like the movements are so fast. I don't know if I could do it. But I'll try it with the controls, and maybe I'll have to switch it.
Yeah. We can talk about keybinds later, but yeah. So hook cancels, right? Can you just show me you can do one real quick, and we're gonna move on to the
Yeah.
next lesson. And this tech heavily relies on timing. And you'll definitely know a bad one from a good one, right? Like you'll feel it. So that was a bad
Yeah.
one, good one, right? So you'll definitely feel it when you time it correctly.
That one felt good. I got to over a K in two of them. So
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, for this next tech, I'm gonna show you here, and this one's probably the most difficult out of all of them. I'd like to say. So how to practice this is all we're going to do is, okay, the hook cancel I just showed you, right? So all
yep.
we're gonna do is we're just gonna jump at this cup here, almost face plant it like this, and we're going to hook cancel to the side like that and reel out immediately afterwards. So it should look like this. It should look like that, and you can do it either way you want, left or right. So you're going to almost face plant the cup, hook cancel to the side, and reel out immediately afterwards. So if you don't reel out in time, it'll look like this. So if you fuck up, it'll look like this.
Right.
That's where the reel out comes in, right? That's so we don't hit the cup like that. That's a perfect one.
Right. So does the reel out give you more range with your blade? I've been told that, but I haven't really been able to replicate it.
I have no idea. I'm not
What?
sure.
I was told by Petra and a few others that you can reel out to extend your hit range just a tad with your blades by using the reel out function.
I am not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if alt's gonna work for this. I'll try again.
A lot of players struggle with this
I mean,
one.
it seemed to work.
Yeah, a lot of players struggle with this one. Because it's
Well,
kind of like a bunch of different keys in sequence, and then it takes like timing too of the hook cancel to get it right, like that. So if you could just carry me, and then kind of practice it a bit, and I'll like try to explain if you're doing something wrong or not. So jump at the cup, almost faceplant, and yeah, like that. You're kind of getting it already. You're actually doing pretty good.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not really getting as much momentum. I think it's because I'm mistiming the hook to the gas.
Hook cancel.
You know, the hook cancel.
Yeah. So that
But
was a bad hook cancel. You gas burst too late. So just remember, like, the closer you are to something, the faster you need a gas burst because your hook is so close to it.
so I'm wondering, I'm so close. I'm wondering if I should do it almost the same time.
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's like a very fast sequence of buttons that you're pressing.
But the problem is with the alt, I kind of want to hold it. So I kind of go much further out than I probably should.
Yeah, think of reel out as like a adjustment. Like, how far do you want to be out, right? So like there, I'd like say like for example, like I would call being like this close to something tight. If I'm like this far, see how much looser I am now? So this is like, so like this is, for example, like this is tight. I'm like playing tight. I'm like really close to my hook. I'm like playing tight, like that. Like tight as you can get would be like if I could show you here. Like, let me see here. Tight would be like this. I'm really close to my hook. Notice I'm like tight to it. But the more out you go, the more loose it kind of feels, right? Like this. I prefer to be a tight player for the most part. Or like I'll kind of mix in loose to tight things like this. And now I'm loose, right? Now I'm tighter. Now I'm super tight. It's just you're just adjusting like to like what you want. But generally, yeah, like this is called the hook cancel. I call it the hook cancel reel out. And so an example of that would be to put into Titan fighting is let's say like I'm too close to it, right? Like if I reel in here, it's just gonna look stupid, right? Like this, I'm too close to it. So one thing
I've
you
done
could
it many
do,
times, unfortunately.
yes, right. So one thing you could do is you could just reel out and then go in like that. Or another thing you could do is like I was just showing you, you could hook cancel reel out like this and see now I'm in the perfect spot. I'm kind of giving myself space to actually be able to like reel in and slice, right? As opposed to like if I'm too close to it and then I'm like reel in, you know, you're not gonna get much damage. You're not giving yourself room to like maneuver, right? So this technique is very good to like give yourself room to maneuver. And I guess another thing that's really good about it is if you're about to run into something, you can always like hook cancel reel out to the side like that and not hit it. So like, for example, let me try and give a good example here. Like, oh, I'm about to hit this pole, right? Nope. Hook cancel reel out. I'm about to hit the wall? Nope. Hook cancel reel out, right? And obviously it has its limits. So let's say if I'm going like straight at this wide ass surface, I'm not going to be able to do that because it's just too damn wide, right? But like for here, like I could do it here. I could do it, let's say, against this pole here, right? Because it's not like too wide. Even a Titan like this, I could, oh, like hook cancel real out. Now I got a little space, right? Go like that. About to hit this leg here, nope, right? And now I'm up here, right? There's a lot of things you can kind of do with it, but generally, once you get it down, it should look like this. If you're moving across the map, it should look like this. It should look like that. My bad.
Oh no, you're good.
But yes, that one takes a bit of time to practice. And
well, I also changed
yeah.
my binding just now, and I think I could do a little better this time. Let's go back to the coffee cup real quick.
Alrighty.
I just want to try one more time.
Yeah, of course.
All right. I just changed it, so it's a little hard to, first time, but I think that's actually better.
Yeah.
It feels better on the binding way.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It'll take
okay,
time. It'll take time to get used to.
Right.
But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the hook cancel reel out. And if you have any questions or like any questions about it, just ask me in the comments, or like you, Aerith, just get together with me on a later date and we'll talk about it more. But this one, yeah, it took me a while to like get ingrained in my memory to, oh yeah, I forget that's an option, right? But it's very, very good. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next tech, and these next 3 tech I'm going to try and talk about pretty fast to wrap up this video. But yeah, if you have any questions after the video, just ask me and I'll be happy to explain. So this one here, all we're doing essentially is the same thing we just did at the coffee cup, but we're just doing it backwards. I like to call this the get the fuck out of here tech. I need to get the fuck out of here, right? Let's say you fuck up like really bad. You're stalling in front of a Titan like this. All you're doing essentially is doing that same tech I just showed you, the hook cancel reel out, but you're doing it backwards. And it's very good to like reset yourself like this. And if you do it correctly and time everything right, you should just go up and away like this. So all I'm doing is I'm hook canceling off of that hook, and I'm reeling out immediately after I do it. And you should go like up and away if you do it correctly.
Okay.
Might take a little time to get used to. So hook, gas burst backwards off that hook cancel, and then reel out.
I feel like I am going backwards, but I still kind of jolt forwards.
It's because your hook cancel timing is really messed up. So what you need to do is you need to hook gas burst backwards off of that hook cancel and reel out immediately afterwards.
Oh, I'm not hitting reel out.
Mm-hmm. Because if you, let's say if you don't reel out,
Worked a little bit.
well, let's say like if you don't reel out off the hook cancel, it's just gonna look like this.
Right.
Like we don't want that. We want to get away. We want to get away from the danger.
Okay, let's try again.
So that one there, it was just a bad,
Yeah, that worked pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm still having trouble going upwards. But it's working.
Yeah, try it again. Yeah, like that. See, you're kind of going upwards. And it might be a
Yeah,
little
how do
bit.
you keep going up though?
Well, it might be a
That's
little
my
bit
question.
easier. So okay, like if I'm like back here, it might. You see, it's kind of changing my trajectory. But the closer you are to it, see, I'm going more up now. So your positioning of how close you are to the hook also matters.
Okay.
See how you were
Oh,
closer that time and you're going more up?
yeah,
And if
yeah.
you're really
Hmm.
close, you go super up like this.
Hmm.
So try it one more time. Try to get a good one.
Sure, sure. All right.
Try not jumping at the wall either. Like don't jump
Okay.
at it because remember your
Got it.
momentum of your player like affects this. This goes back to the hook canceling and the direction you're going. So like if I'm
That
going
works a little
forward, you
better.
don't want to go.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't want to go backwards.
That works a little better if I just jump straight up.
Yeah, yeah. Just jump straight up like you're stalling, and then you would hook cancel backwards. Yeah, like that. Yeah. And if you get really
Oops.
fucking good,
Woo! Well, it worked
yeah.
that time, but I ran out of gas,
yeah,
so my hook kind of.
yeah. So if you get really good with this, and I have seen Krona do this, if you get like excellent at your hook cancel timings, even I might struggle with this, but I've gotten a lot better with it. Is what you can do is you can do it a second time. So what I'm doing there is I'm shooting one hook, hook canceling that, and then shooting another hook, hook canceling that.
So do that again, like, cause I can't. I'm having.
So I did that 3 times that time.
So in between the hooks, like you just let go of the hook. Hook. So when you're letting go of the hook, you just shoot out the other one and then hook cancel.
Yep, yep. That's you know, I think it's overkill to do that, but I do think it's good just in case you like you really need that second hook cancel in there to get away because
Yeah.
it's super dangerous, right?
Yeah.
But
Well, I think that's like necessary for like a punk, you know, because punk's range is pretty intense.
yeah, it can be pretty disgusting. So I was gonna. The reason I'm showing you this one is, let's say you remember. Let me show you. If you remember, I explained to you like, oh, like maybe you thought about it. Like, why don't you just backflip tech off the Titan, right? No.
Right.
So the reason we wouldn't do that is because Titans are not flat objects like a wall. So let's just say this couch is a Titan, right? A lot of the time you're going to get that really slow front flip thing, and we don't want that. We like never ever want that front flip animation because you just are like so slow. So let's take for example, like let's say I'm fighting a Titan. Let's say I try to front or like backflip tech off of it, right? You notice there it didn't work because I'm not like on a perfectly flat object. Like sometimes it'll work, and
Right.
see sometimes there it tried to put me in that front flip animation like that. That's what we don't want, and that's extremely dangerous to do. Now, let's say like on the crotch or something, yeah, maybe you could do it. But what I'm getting at here is it's just not consistent, right? We
Right.
want consistency. Yes, you can do it, but it's not consistent. But I mean,
Yeah, you're
yes, you
gambling.
can. Yeah, you're basically gambling, right? So what we don't want to do is we don't want that, and we're gonna do the get me the fuck out of here tech, and that works on any object because you can hook cancel, right? You can hook cancel on any object. I can hook this Titan, right? I can hook cancel on this all day. So what we're doing is, let's say you're fighting the Titan. Let's say you roll in, you fuck up, you're stalling out, right? Perfect example of not getting grabbed and using it, right? The hook cancel reel out. All I did
That's
there
really good.
was,
Yeah.
yeah, all I did there was reset. And now I'm back to like in this good circular motion. Boom, right? So
Does
that
that
tech,
same technique work if you go for the leg shot? Because you're kind of lower on the Titan at that point.
let me see. So you're saying like maybe you're stalling out on the legs?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just kind of curious because you know, there's some situations where I'm just a little skeptical, like jumpers and stuff, you know, because they really like to jump on you when you go down there.
Yeah. that would just come to like game sense. Like figure out what Titan you're kind of like hover around to see what you're going against at first, and then based off that information, then make a game plan. Like obviously I'm gonna play a lot different if I'm going against like a thrower as opposed to like a jumper. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like the way
Exactly. So
I'll
these
approach.
techniques might not be as good against like a thrower or a jumper, right?
These
Not
techniques.
that
No, no, no,
not
no,
that
no,
they're
no.
not
No, no,
very
no,
good
no,
to
no.
use.
No, 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 no. These techniques are going to be good regardless. All it's going to give you is just more options to move. And the more options you have to move, the better fighter you'll be against any Titan. What I'm saying is, let's say if it's a jumper, like, okay, do I want to approach it high like this? Or would I approach it low like this, right? You're
Right.
still going to
So
be
you're saying
using, yeah,
take
you're still going to be using all this movement tech, but it's just depending on the circumstance, like how you're going to move with them, right?
right. So just to make sure I understand, the approaching a jumper from below is typically a bad idea.
Oh, okay. Well, no, you're talking about. You're talking about the belly floppers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Unless you're baiting the belly flop, then yeah, like it just at the end of the day, it depends on what you're trying to do. Like,
Well, usually I try to go for the legs just to make getting the nate easier, but sometimes you miss and they belly flop, and that's an issue I have sometimes. Most of the time I just go the opposite way of what they're jumping, and I usually get out of the way, but not always. So
right. Generally, okay. So, this would be a little bit less techy, but more like game sense wise. But I'll kind of explain. Okay. Think of a Titan as like a constantly moving danger zone. So the danger zone right now is in front of him. So let's say I'm to the side, I'm making him turn like this. I'm nowhere in the danger zone. But let's say if I stick in one place too long like this, now it's becoming a danger zone. See, notice like it wasn't a danger zone until I stood there like too long. And now it's like I know it's about to be a danger zone. Or let's say like even the face like here, right? I'm like I'm fine here for a bit, right? And now it's a danger zone. I don't want to be in that space. Here I'm fine all day.
right, that's a good way of looking at it. I actually didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, think of a Titan as just a constantly moving danger zone that you need to be aware of. So for example, like let's say like a jumper's right here, right? Okay, well, you should imagine a danger zone in this area because the jumper's under you. So let's say it jumps over there, right? Well now this isn't a danger zone anymore because it's not threatening the jump. There's no danger zone here now, right?
Right, right.
Yeah, so that's one way of looking at. See, like I think that's a danger zone now. I'm gonna hook cancel real out. I'm gonna come back in. That's still a danger zone because he's about to swing there, right? And now it's not, right? So like that's
Right.
how you want to look at it. Yes. Okay, but I'm going to explain these next two tech very fast, and I think we're going to wrap up this video. And then I can talk to you more later, but I definitely do want to wrap up this video pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you.
So the next thing I'm going to show you is a ground tech. So all we're going to do here is, okay, in this game, there's two sliding animations. There's this one, and if you tap jump / shift again and then hold it, you'll be in almost like this hover animation, right? Like this. And the main difference between these two slides is if I'm sliding in that first animation like this, if I let go, I'm just still sliding, right? But if you're in this animation, and this is good for like cutting Titan legs, and it's like a pretty cool way, you can like reel out or do whatever. But let's say you reel out and reel in. If you notice what my character does, he does like a little pop-up like this when I let go of my hook. And when I'm doing that, you notice it's like it's like perfect ankle slicing height.
Yeah, nice angle there. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's a really good way of getting some ankles if you're ever feeling like if you kind of like want to style out. See how it's like at that perfect angle? It's that perfect height. And so this one's good for like, yeah, just like ankle slices, or even like, you don't even have to really use it for ankle slices. It's a good way of like keeping momentum too. Let's say there's nothing to hook here, right? You can do that, glide on the ground like that, and then just reverse or like circle back. And I kept all my momentum, right?
Yeah, that was smooth.
Mm-hmm. Uh, so yeah, that's another way of looking at it. And then the last tech I'm gonna show you guys is, this is called the stock. So what you're gonna do is hook left of you, hook right of you. You're gonna be holding gas, press reel out, and then slice. And it should look like this. Like this.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so this is kind of like more niche movement. But like, for instance, like let's say if you wanted to use it, you could be like, oh, like let's hook left, hook right, hold gas, reel out, slice. I mean, I don't really practice this too much, but you guys could if you want. It's kind of hard to do, not gonna lie, at least for me, because like I said, I don't practice it. But you could do something like that, right? Off of it.
Wow, that was so nice.
Yeah, so there's very interesting things you can do on the ground with things like that. And guys, that's about it for today. I'm gonna coach him a little bit more after this, but for the video, I don't want it to be too long, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I was happy to have you here, Aerith.
Yeah. See you later.
So if you could just say, or you could wave, bye to the audience. Bye-bye, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I will come out with a switchback video later, and there's a lot more tech to learn there. So I'll do a video about switchback in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good day. Bye-bye.